How many of y'all like work? And how many of y'all like love? Well, today we're breaking down a video about work and love, man. You cannot mix those things because you will get tweaked.
Has never seen or heard or felt an ounce of happiness. The eyes of a man that has never heard, I am proud of you. This was not a person I wanted to mess with. And if he ever figured out about my existence and my late night FaceTime calls with his wife, there was no doubt in my mind that he would come to the store and
Yeah, bro, going through it right now, bro. Bro, going through it right now.
when you get older and you're outside of high school, working a job is one of the only natural ways you still have of making friends. I don't know, it's something about being in an enclosed space with a bunch of people that all equally don't want to be here that just creates everlasting friendship. But once you get out of school, it gets rough. Like, for you to go make friends, you have to go out of your way, which most of the time,
I don't know, bro. I feel like it's just being social. People don't really like interacting with random strangers, and that's life. But I feel like, folk, that's what all friends were before you actually had a connection. But that's just my perspective, my random Midwest perspective.
you just end up looking weird. Let me paint you a picture. Let's say you're at your local pool. You're with your friends, you're chilling, you're swimming, whatever. And a random shirtless grown man walks up to you like, "Yo, bro, I saw you guys over there having some fun, and I thought those guys are pretty cool. Their name's Carl. Wanna be friends?" Like, unless you're just an outgoing, open to talking to everyone type of person, there's no way that.
But that's the type of person you got to be. If that's the way you run down. Because that's how I run. If I want friends, I run down on them like that, bro. If you know where you want to be, know who you are, and have a strong sense of self, that's all you really need for real. But hey, it is real though, because everybody isn't on that social time, and nor do they have the time or the energy to be on that social time.
Conversation doesn't end with 3 fake laughs and soul-crushing awkwardness. Or maybe that's just me. So this story takes
Bro, using the soul eater face. That's funny.
3 months after the whole Popeye situation I went through. And I'm right back to being broke in the most expensive state in the US. Like, I'm surviving off my $325 monthly EBT deposit, which you think is a lot of money until you see the way I used to spend it. And if you don't know what
Yeah, bro. If you don't have your stuff situated, bro, you will go down, bro. It'd be hard to get that. Yeah, bro. The EBT wave is not no joke.
EBT is, good for you. So during this time, our roommates slash basketball teammates were David, my brother, and Brian, my friend from high school, who also came to California for basketball. They both used to work the security job, and they would always talk about how easy the job was and how good the pay was. But let me explain why I could never work that job. Reason number one was where we lived. We lived in Oakland, California. And if you search that up, that's part of the more dangerous areas of California. Going out there and trying to play security guard, you were bound to run.
It's just how life be, bro. Like, but if you don't be bothering folks, most of the time you don't really be having no issues. I felt like that's been the universal for most type. But I feel like it's also right place, right time. And if you look intimidating enough for people to not bother you in the first place. Because that's my experience as a 6'2", you know. But it can be very different in the world for if you short or tall or from this place or that place. It can be a whole different experience, for real.
Some crazy people. Reason number two, the only available shifts they had were graveyard shifts. And if you don't know what a graveyard shift is, this is where sleep goes to die. Like, you have to be up all night and then sleep all day. And no matter how much you sleep, you are always going to be tired. And I know this.
Yeah, bro. It's a what they call circadian rhythm, bro. Our minds and stuff are supposed to be asleep at that night thing. It's like a whole space. It's a deeper than the individual thing. It's crazy.
Because anytime I saw Brian or David come back from work, they looked like zombies. I'm talking crusty lips, eye boogers, bags under their eyes for days. Nothing about the job looked easy. Reason number three, and the most important reason, my face isn't intimidating, like, at all. Random people frequently ask me for directions and have no problem talking to me as a stranger. And that doesn't really help when you're trying to be a security guard. And I'm saying security guard, but they didn't even give you a weapon. So realistically, you're just a guy in a Halloween costume at night in front of an expensive store. It's almost like you're asking to get jumped. So because of this, I found my job, which I ended up finding a couple weeks.
Yo, that's actually a crazy perspective. Like, if you don't have your own situated, you know, papers, list, weapons, you're literally just, what's that dude, Paul Blart? You're Paul Blart, bro. You're a mall cop. A mall cop.
Later on the way to school, and it was like a thrifting Goodwill electronics type of store. We're just gonna call it pharmacies because if I give you the actual name, you'll basically know where I live. So speed through and I fill out the application. And this time, I didn't have to lie because the person interviewing me was the owner, and this guy was almost concerningly desperate for me to start working. But it made sense when he told me I was gonna be working Monday through Fridays, night shift. Now, the shift wasn't graveyard shift bad, but we closed at like 2 a.m. and we left around 3. So my sleep schedule did take a hit, but it wasn't.
It wasn't probably as deep as it had to be for other stuff, bro. I was gonna say like, bro, that night shift stuff is just too heavy, bro. It's too heavy, bro. For me at least.
Just whoever worked there the longest. Like me and the manager were around the same age, and he was really chill as hell. Like he let me use my phone when we had no customers. We played Clash Royale during our breaks. Manager of the year. The 3 employees would just be assigned different jobs throughout the store, and of course, I was never on the cash register for obvious reasons. I would take the clothes and the electronics from the back and put them on the shelves for customers. Then Lloyd was the guy who worked in the back. He'd handle sorting out all the clothes and the electronics that got dropped off to us. He was also very chill. And the last person worked the cash register, and that was Cece. Cece was this 5'6", 5'7", 20-year-old black and Puerto Rican girl with a mean.
Yeah, folks be knowing about that Puerto Rican. Okay, my boy say he know a little something. We over here in Miami, yeah, we know a little something about that. Okay.
Face, like it looked like she'd cuss you out just for saying hi. And I don't know why, but that shit was like a plus to me. It was just something about it was just different. Okay, so this is the part where you went up to her and talked to her, right? Yeah. No. Shooting your shot at a party and then shooting your shot at your job
Are
are
way
if I get
different.
rejected at a party, I'm never gonna see you again. For the sake of my confidence, you no longer exist. But at work, you get rejected and you have to see her face every day as a constant reminder that you are not that good. You're never.
Nah, facts, bruh. Dog, nah. Shooting your shot at work is it's just not that, bro. It don't work out. Like, even when it do work out, bro, it's like, you think in your heart, like, bro, this could have been literally anyone else. Like, so really, did it work out for real?
That nigga, and you will never be that nigga. And every time she sees your face, she's like a weirdo that tried to ruin your life because he thought he had a chance. So I decide, for the sake of my
Yeah.
sanity, I'm not gonna say anything to her. Besides the occasional, is there a price tag on this shirt?
On some chill, some chill nonchalant type. I feel. That's valid.
Yeah? Okay. That's it. No hellos, no how's your days. If she walks by, I say nothing. If she slips, I look the other way. If she sneezes, I say you. Not taking any risk. So this lasts for a couple weeks, but one night, it's late, no customers. Me and my manager are playing Clash Royale, and as we're playing, we hear yelling coming from across the store. And the yelling doesn't stop. So at this point, me, Lloyd, and my manager are all trying to figure out what's going on. So we look and we see Cece going back and forth with somebody on the phone. She hangs up, pulls out her vape, and starts smoking. Is she allowed to do that in here? What? You want to stop her? So after some time, me and Lloyd are walking past the cash register, and as Cece sees us, she goes, "Man, really ain't you good? What happened?" Cece then goes on this long story about how her ex is crazy and stalking her. He's trying to hack into her social medias and all this crazy stuff. But all I heard was, "Yeah, I'm single, and I'm waiting for like a real man to come and talk to me."
Nah, facts. Nah, facts. That's exactly how it be, bro. You be like, so you're free now. Tight. Makes sense.
So what's close? Let me just get your number so you can explain the rest on FaceTime. I have never practiced that shot. That was off the muscle. Now, even though I said it, I was fully expecting what, nigga? Ew, boy, you are not smooth. Stop it. But nah, she was like, okay, give me your phone. She takes my number, calls herself, then saves my contact, Green. So we close shop and I go home. So I'm at my apartment by myself because all my roommates are still at work. And as I'm making my favorite college struggle meals, sliced bread, hot dogs, and barbecue sauce, sure enough, guess who calls? Hey, what's up? What you doing? I just got home, so I'm chilling right now. So me and Cece end up staying up till 5 a.m. talking about life.
Yeah, bro, talk different. A little different on John Love. Oh, no, John. Okay.
Goals, and of course her ex, and we end up falling asleep on the phone. So the next day I wake up around like 2 p.m. because that's what night shifts do to you, and I immediately call my homeboy back in Texas because I'm kind of confused about the situation.
Yeah, bro, you gotta always have the homie out of state that you break stuff down to, bro. Can never have it get back. They never have it get back, bro, on everything.
From last night, and I explained the whole story to him, beginning to end, every single detail. So what you think? Man, I don't know. I mean, she could like you, or is she just using you to vent about her ex? Okay. So you're saying she likes me? Yeah, or she's just using you to vent about Hello?
Mm,
Hello? And this
say
is
she likes me
I'd
tight.
show up to work, I'd work the night shift, and when the store started dying down, I'd chop it up with Cece until it was time to close. And anytime we talked, whether it was at work or on the phone, without fail, we'd end up talking about her ex. And the more we talked about him, the more I started to despise this nigga. It was like having a fly buzzing in your ear. And no matter how much rage you spray at it, no matter how many times you swing the fly swatter at it, you can't get rid of this buzzing fly just in your
And the
ear.
crazy thing, bro, you ain't really mad at bro for you mad at the shot that you like talking about, bro. That's the frustration, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you, it's not that for real. It's just you mad about the frustration itself.
Like your man that cheated on you, and you keep on going back. Or both clearly. Okay, I ain't say that. But why are you so worried about someone that doesn't care about you? Jesus Christ. Looking back at the story now, I'm cringing just saying this, bro. Ugh. But now this is where everything went downhill. I mean, it's hard not to. We were together for 4 years. Four years? That is 1,460 days. In all of our conversations, she never not once mentioned they were together for
Bro, because they know that's a deal breaker. Because if someone is actually P, that's a big flag to be doing ski, bro. Out ski. Out ski. See, bro, this is the thing. With stuff like this, bro, you have to always remember, bro, as a youngin' out here, you are the prize, bro. You are the prize, you are the prize, you are the prize. There's always gonna be another corny dude trying to say what's up. There's always gonna be another beautiful shawty out here doing her thing, bro. You gotta remember that you bring the best to the table. You are the table, my boy. So when there's people coming to the table and they got leftovers, what would someone who has a table do? This is table for new, unique things, not leftovers. You can put them leftovers at the other table, sit back down, or you can go back to that other table and eat your leftovers over there. But this is my table. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta have those type of boundaries for yourself, man. Cause clearly, bro out here, bro out here just living how you live, bro. Look, don't forget that, man. You are the table, and Shawty, you are the table too. We gone, bro.